Welcome to today's episode. I want to talk to you about stress, not in a textbook way, in the real, I'm tired of my own mind way. This episode is not to relax you for a few minutes and then throw you back into the same cycle. The intention is to wake you up to what's really creating your stress and how much of it is coming from inside, not outside. So if you can, sit comfortably, put your phone on silent for a bit, and just be with me. What's stress really? When most people say, I'm so stressed, what they usually mean is, there is too much to do. I don't have enough time or money. Too many people expect too much from me. Something might go wrong. And then we blame our boss, our family, our workload, our finances, our health, the world. And yes, situations can be genuinely hard. This is not about denying that, but I want to be very honest with you today. The situation is one thing. Your stress is your mind's reaction to that situation. Two people can face the same problem. One feels completely crushed, the other feels challenged but clear and steady. The difference isn't the problem, the difference is the inner response. Today, we are going to look at that inner response and gently question it. Imagine your mind like a laptop. You have about 100 tabs open. One tab for work, one for money, one for family, one for health, one for your past mistakes, one for your future worries, and several other tabs open. And instead of closing some tabs, you keep opening more. What if I lose my job tab? What if my child doesn't do well in studies tab? What if my partner cheats on me tab? What if my partner doesn't care for me tab? What if I get sick tab? What if people think I'm a failure tab? The laptop starts heating up. The fan gets loud. It slows down. You say, my laptop is stressed. But the real issue is, too many tabs are open for too long. Your mind is the same. Stress is what happens when too many thoughts are open all at once and you believe every single one of them is urgent and true. So let's gently challenge that. I want to reveal three common beliefs that silently create a lot of your stress. As you listen, see which one feels like you. First one, I have to control everything. Many of us live with this idea. If I don't control every detail, something terrible will happen. So we try to control what others think of us, how people behave, every outcome at work or at home, how life should unfold. Whenever life doesn't follow our script, we feel stressed, angry, or afraid. Take a breath here and ask yourself, what am I trying very hard to control right now that's not really in my control? Is it someone else's behavior, the past, every possible future? You can prepare, you can act wisely, but you cannot control everything. The more you fight this reality, the more stressed you feel. Let's go to the second one. I must please everyone. Another silent belief is I must keep everyone happy. If someone is disappointed in me, I've failed. So you say yes when you want to say no. You overcome it. You stretch yourself thin. You end up tired, resentful, and still worried that someone is still unhappy. Ask yourself, whose opinion am I carrying on my head like a heavy weight? Who am I trying so hard to impress or not disappoint? Notice how many of your daily actions are driven not by your true priorities, but by this fear of what others will think. That fear is a huge source of stress. Let's see the third one. My worth is equal to my performance. So this belief is if I do well, I'm valuable. If I fail, I'm nothing. So every task, every email, every exam, every project feels like a test of your entire value as a human being. No wonder you feel pressure. It's like walking around with a stamp on your forehead saying, judge me, am I good enough yet? Take a moment and ask, in how many areas of my life have I mixed up my work with my worth? Your salary can go up and down, your performance can improve or slip, but your basic worth as a human being is not a share price. When you forget this, Every small mistake feels like an earthquake. Now let's turn this from ideas into experience. If it's safe to do so, I'd like you to close your eyes for a moment. If not, just soften your gaze. Think of one thing that's stressing you right now. Not your whole life, just one thing. Maybe a deadline, a bill, a relationship, your health, or a decision you need to make. Hold that situation in your mind. Now ask yourself gently, what's the pure fact here? Not the story, not the drama, just the fact. For example, fact is the project is due in 3 days. Fact is I have X amount of money in my account. Fact is this person said these words to me. Now, what's the story my mind is adding on top of these? Notice thoughts like, I'll never finish. This always happens to me. I'm ruined. No one loves me. No one respects me. I'm a failure. These are not facts. These are your interpretations. Now, which belief is fueling this stress? Is it I must control everything belief? Or I must please everyone belief? Or is it my worth is equal to my performance belief? Or something similar? Just seeing this clearly is the beginning of your waking up. Take a deep breath in and out. You don't have to fix everything now. Just see it. I'm going to ask you a slightly deeper question now. The words may sound simple, but let them sink in. When you say, I'm stressed, who is actually stressed? Who is this I? Is it your thoughts, your feelings, your roles as parent, employee, partner, student? Or is there something deeper in you that's simply aware of all this? Notice, you can observe your thoughts. You can say, my mind is racing. So you're not the racing mind, you're the one who sees it. You can observe your feelings. I feel tight in my chest. I feel worried. So you're not the worry, you're the one who notices the worry. In the middle of stress, we forget this. We become completely merged with the thought. This is hopeless, I'm finished, nothing will work. Waking up starts when you can say, there is a lot of stress in my system right now, but there is also a part of me that's just watching it. That watcher, that quiet awareness, is already a little freer than the stress. Even if that gap is just 1 millimeter, that 1 millimeter is where your freedom begins. After listening to this episode, I'd like you to do a small stress audit. Take a notebook or the Notes app on your phone and write down. Top 3 things stressing me right now. For each one, answer, what's the bare fact? What story am I adding on top of that fact? Which belief is making this heavier than it needs to be? Be brutally honest, but also be kind to yourself. No self-bashing. You're not doing this to judge yourself. You are doing this to see clearly. Because once you see clearly, some problems will turn out to be smaller than you imagined. Some deadlines are negotiable. Some expectations are self-created. Some fears are about things that haven't even happened. This is how awareness slowly cuts your stress at the root. I want to leave you with this thought. Stress is not just something that happens to you. It's largely created by the stories you believe, the control you think you must have, the image you're trying to protect, the fear that you're not enough. Life will still bring challenges. That won't change. But you can change how you meet those challenges. You can start to question your thoughts, loosen your grip on control, stop carrying everyone's opinion on your head, and remember that your worth is bigger than any success or failure. That's the beginning of real inner freedom. If even one line in this episode made you pause and think, then a small waking up has already started. Thank you for listening, for being willing to look honestly at your own mind and your own stress. In the next episodes, we'll go deeper into how to bring clarity, compassion, and wise actions into the middle of your real life problems. Until then, notice your thoughts, question your stories, and remember, you are more than your stress.